What's up, everyone? How you doing tonight? My name is Bill Jeeps, and today is another night for more video game news. As I do that, I will be playing Portal 2, the challenge mode, which is pretty much story mode, but in a challenge timer way. More than anything, I will be talking about the Xbox One, which was announced. Well, not announced, but it was talked about this week. Some PS4 stuff and some other games that are coming out sometime in the future. So let's get started. One of the biggest news for this week was the live show for the Xbox One, where they show many of the next features that the next Xbox will show. Now, in my previous video, I talked about I will be possibly called the Xbox Infinity. Apparently, that was fake. It looked real. Many articles had it, many videos had it, but nope, it was fake. So now it will be called Xbox One, referring to as the one all-in-one entertainment. Now, that's the biggest flaw, the biggest thing that's going on. Many people are mad about it because they're not focusing on what and many people see the Xbox like a gaming device. Now, they're talked about a lot about TV, and that's a lot. That's one word that you saw a lot. That and sports. So if you're not into sports, which I'm not a lot, but I do watch some, but it's not a big thing for me. And if you're not into TV, if you don't watch that much TV, which that personally I don't, then that didn't really catch much of attention. Now again, I'm not an Xbox person, I'm a PC person, so to me it doesn't affect me as much. But for all those people who are hardcore Xbox gamers, you had nothing cool to show to you. Now, let's be honest, the new Xbox will pretty much be a better version of the Xbox 360 as far as performance. You will still be able to play games in it. It will be in HD, better quality, better graphics. It will have all these other features. So you could basically see the TV thing as an extra. Now, after so long with the Xbox 360, you expect to see something new, some other new stuff, all the cool features where you could something new, something not just out of the same a reason to get the next generation console. Now, as far as the PlayStation, we saw how they're trying to do all this cloud thing where you can record your game and upload it and do all the other stuff. So that's new. I don't know if it's good. I'll have to try it first, but I don't know if it'll be useful, but at least it's new and it has to do with gaming. Now the Xbox is doing something else. They're going on to television. They're targeting a whole audience that is not much into gaming. Okay, so that's something that it's very interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. So maybe a lot of people who are hardcore gamers might drop out of the Xbox and decide to go for something new. But people who are not into gaming might pick up the Xbox for other entertainment stuff. So that's a big change for the Xbox. I'm not sure if that will help them or not, but yeah. Okay, but now let's talk about the actual thing. Let's not be Xbox Live Show in here. The actual console. Now we know for a fact that used games will be a big issue for the next generation, as it appears what people have been getting off this new thing is that the Xbox One will require for you to pay a fee for any used game you purchase. So if you even if you borrow a game, you don't have to purchase. So if you borrow a game from a friend and you put it on your Xbox, well, you're gonna have to pay a fee so you can play it. If you buy it, you will, apart from paying what you have to pay for the game, you will have to pay a fee on the Xbox Live thing so you can play the game. So that's gonna suck. Now, see, for me, I think that GameStop, it's one of the biggest things. The whole buy use, sell use and stuff. That's a lot of profit. It's gonna mess them up a lot. To me, I think there's gonna be some sort of deal between GameStop and Microsoft, where if you let us sell used games, you can have the fee for free. You don't have to pay that fee, but that's gonna be at a cost. Possibly they'll buy your games for cheaper. So instead of what they used to give you $1, now they're gonna give you 50 cents because they gotta give a part of it for Microsoft. So at the end, the people who are selling their games most likely will get less. Now, the reason why I believe that's gonna happen is because, at least for some games I've seen, and I'm not a big GameStop buyer, but I bought some games in there. And as we know, some games require online passes so you can get online and play multiplayer. Previously, when I purchased Resistance 3 for the PlayStation 3, it required an online pass. So when I purchased the game from GameStop, in my receipt I had a code to activate my online pass so I could play the multiplayer. Now, what happened if I would have bought the used game from someone else, let's say from a friend or from, whatever you, other than not a retail store? Well, I would probably not get the online pass, and then I wouldn't be able to play online. So I think that's gonna be something like this, where people who are into it, they'll probably get give you the free thing for free as long as you purchase there. But if you borrow the game or you buy it from somewhere else who's not contributing to the main publisher, to Microsoft, with some money, then they'll obviously charge you that fee because you don't have that code. Again, that's something that I think it's gonna happen because it sounds smart, for at least for them to do. But then again, it's the people who are selling this game who are going to be screwed up, because one, they will either have to sell the games cheaper because they're not going to lose money for you or anything like that. So yeah, that sucks. Secondly, no backward compatibility for the Xbox One. So all your Xbox 360 games, you will still have to play them on your Xbox 360. Now, as that's kind of sucks because they're claiming the Xbox One to be an all-in-one entertainment, so that means that you still have a need for your 360 so you can play your previous 360 games. So yeah, that's not much for an Xbox One. But again, that's what's gonna happen. Also, your Xbox Live games, so if you purchase any games there, they will not transfer. So if you bought any games from your, Live, they're not gonna transfer you. They're gonna have to rebuy them, or you're just gonna have to play them on your 360. Now that's another thing about the PlayStation. They also did the same thing. Any game you purchase from the PlayStation Network, they will not transfer over to the PS4, which I think that sucks. I mean, I get it if it's hardware, problems that you cannot making compatible, but when it comes with online, I mean, you're gonna make those games, to be sellable on the market eventually. So how is it that you're not gonna be able to transfer them? I think that's dumb, but that's gonna happen on both consoles. So they're trying to promote digital purchases, but that way you're just scaring people off. It's just not good. Now, another thing about the Xbox, it's gonna need online connection. Now, it doesn't exactly say whether it's gonna be 24/7 or where it's gonna be like once a day, or it's gonna be like every now and then. But the thing is that they wanted to make a connection so people doesn't mess with the Xbox. So there's no hackers going into the Xbox and hacking the Xbox so you can get free games and stuff like that. Now I don't think that's gonna help. I don't think that's gonna work really. People, it's software inside of that. So if people want to hack it, they will find a way to hack it, and maybe that'll slow them down, but they'll do it eventually. And all they're doing is stopping all those gamers from having cool fun. Now, so you will have to, every game you purchase, and obviously it will be new, or if you buy them used, then you pay that fee or whatever that's gonna happen there. But any game you purchase, you will have to activate on your account, and after that, it will belong to you pretty much forever. You cannot go and sell it. You cannot go and lend it or anything like that. So yeah, you bought the game, it's yours forever. And here's the other thing. You're gonna have to install your games into your Xbox One hard drive. So I mean, I think for me, when if I get a console, the whole point is because it's a gaming console. Because I want to sit down, put a disc, and just start playing. That's basically the improvement between a console and a PC. Other than that, I don't see what's better about a console and a PC if you're gonna have to install the game every time you purchase. I mean, it's gonna have a 500 hard drive, 500 gigabyte hard drive inside the Xbox One. Now, how does see how bad is that? I buy digital games on Steam, and sometimes they go between 7 gigabyte. Some are low as 6 and 5, but those are smaller games, up to like 13 gigabytes, like Resident Evil 6 was 13. Now, if you're talking about games like Max Payne 3 was 30 gigabytes, so that took a big chunk. That takes a lot of space, and maybe that's Rockstar game, and Grand Theft Auto, it's not a small game either. That was like 12 gigabytes. So maybe Grand Theft Auto 5, that will be fucking, a lot of space. And if that's the case, you're gonna have to, install the game and erase it, install it again. Maybe if you own that many games. So again, if they're in the range between 10 gigabytes or so, then you could probably store like 50 games, and that's a large amount, but it's still, and especially now that we have all this graphical improvement, all this other stuff, so maybe they will take even more space, so that could cause an issue. Now, it's not that bad because I guess it's not too bad because they said that you will be able to put an expansion, put an external hard drive to install the game. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work because obviously you will not be able to take that external hard drive and play it somewhere else. Maybe if they don't have the game, and maybe you'll have some sort of code, and if you take your external hard drive to someone else's house, it will not run it because it's not on their account. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but that sounds pretty legit. Now, all of this I think this is gonna cause a lot of problems. One, there's many people who they see the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Wii as what they are, a gaming machine. They don't really care much about the game industry. I mean, it's not that they don't care, it's just that they don't think that many things going on. They just work, they go home, they want to have some entertainment, they'll, put their console, play an Xbox game, play a PlayStation game, and stuff like that. They will go to whatever store they get the games from, they'll see the Xbox One, and they'll be like, okay, Xbox One, how did we go from 360 to 1? Did we win a full rotation or something? I don't fucking know. Is it a remake from the first Xbox? They'll probably ask, be like, hey, what's this Xbox One? Oh, it's a new Xbox. It's the one after the Xbox 360. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, they'll probably just buy it, not knowing that you have to pay a fee for used games. If and they'll probably find out the wrong way whenever they go with a friend and say, hey, let me borrow one of your games so I can play it, and then they go and they put it on the thing, and they get you gotta pay some money so you can play it. That will cause some problems, especially if they rather barely bought it. They would probably go mad at the store and be like, what the fuck, give me my money back or something. I mean, like I said, that's gonna cause problems because I don't think that next to the Xbox place where whatever store you go and buy it, they're not gonna have like a big banner that says, oh, and make sure you save some money for your fees that you're gonna pay when you buy those used games, or make sure you have some money when you buy when you borrow a game or things like that. They're not gonna have that, and if they do, people are just gonna be like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna buy it, because it just doesn't sound too appealing to purchase something like that, especially because, like I said, the Xbox, once you hear the name Xbox, it's a gaming console, not a television set. That's just gonna make you better. I guess. I mean, if they're trying to, change from gaming to something else, if they're trying to focus on something else, that's cool. But have in mind that you're gonna lose a lot of audience, and it's gonna take time to catch other people into playing because it's already known as something. Maybe you should just call it something else, and or something. I don't know. It's gonna cause problems. Now, there's another thing. There's another thing that I think is gonna cause problems, and that is the servers. Okay, so you need, to activate your game. You're gonna need to be online. Now, according to them, might be games where you're gonna have, to be connected. Like always online thing. And they're going to be connected into the cloud because that's going to bring you a better experience for the Xbox One. It is designed to be connected to the cloud so it could be better. But what's going to happen about 10 years from now, whenever they do the Xbox 2 or the real Xbox One? I don't know. What's going to happen? Are you going to be like, okay, get to a point where the servers are not supported anymore and your Xbox One will be your one brick or something? Look, again, this is just from what was told in this live show. There are many things that will still be said. There's not everything is known, but by what we saw, by what we heard, it's just that's gonna be a problem in the future. I mean, if you have an old Xbox, the first one, many of the servers, if you play Halo 2 multiplayer, I mean, you might be saying, who plays Halo 2 multiplayer? for the most part, many of you might think that, but there's still people out there who gets on and just want to play some multiplayer, and those servers are not supported anymore. I mean, Electronic Arts. I bought FIFA 10 a while back. I tried to play online. I couldn't even get online, so I'm screwed. I can't get those trophies anymore. So it's the same thing here. Is it gonna affect that in the future? Are you gonna be able to run the servers like? I'm not saying forever, but at least for a long enough for for the Xbox One to like people stop playing. I mean, I still play my Super Nintendo. I mean, not a lot, but what happened if the Super Nintendo needed an online connection? I don't think they'll be running their servers. It will just be another brick. So again, I don't see how this is gonna help Microsoft. I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing for them. I don't know. Maybe they'll catch a good audience with their television sport stuff. Maybe they won't. But as far as just gaming, if you buy new games all the time, if you're connected to the internet all the time, and you like Xbox, it won't really affect you. It will just be better for you because you're gonna have better graphics. It's gonna run better, and whatever. But if you have, you borrow games from friends, if you heck, purchase used games, that's gonna be a problem, and it will be a problem. And if it doesn't, I don't know, that's weird. But yeah, that's the next generation Xbox. Let's see how that's gonna go at E3. Let's see what they have to say about it. So yeah, that was a very long talk. Lol. Alright, well, let's get on to the next, little quick stuff. So the PlayStation 4 released a teaser. Well, not the PlayStation 4. The Sony released a teaser for the next PlayStation 4. Now, you don't really see much of the console. You just see like a black blurred, box. So, I put the link so you can go check it out if you want. It's supposed to show some of the technology, like not the technology, the designs and stuff like that. So, I put the link so you can see it, and it looks. I mean, you can't really see much. All you know is the controller. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, take a look at it if you're a PlayStation fan. Alright, something cool. It looks interesting, and so basically, the developers of Dead Island, they're talking about another open world game. Now, there's a picture I'm looking at right now, and it looks similar to Dead Island, which I gotta say, Dead Island is a fucking good game. I really love that game. I bought Dead Island Beta. I haven't played it because I was playing Dead Island. The first one, I didn't want to, I like to play my first games before I play the second one. That's just me, right? I'm weird. And if you're weird like me, good job. But anyway, so they're talking about another open world game which will be released next year. And it looks pretty good, I got to say. It looks pretty decent. They haven't talked much about, let me see. Give me 1 second. Alright, so yeah, so it will be called Dying Light. I don't know. Weird name, I think. Kind of like Dead Island. That was a cool name. Dying Light. I don't know. Well, it's called Dying Light, and it looks pretty good. Like I said, I like Dead Island, and if they take that perspective and they just make it better, awesome. I just hope they add more shooting, because the first Dead Island game, it was just pretty much beat him up with a bat or something. But yeah, I mean, that looks good, and I want to try it. Now, it will be released for the next Xbox One, PlayStation 4. It will also be released for the 360 and PlayStation 3, as well as PC, because they don't make PC or PS. And also, they did not talk about the Wii U, so if you're a Wii user, it doesn't say nothing about the Wii U. I'm sorry, but you can read the article. The links are down here. Yeah, so yeah, check that out. Another cool thing for PC gamers. It's Destiny, which it's being created by Bungie, the developers of Halo, are considering just maybe. It doesn't say that they're gonna do it, but they want to do it. They said that they might do it depending on time, but Destiny might hit up on the PC. So I hope it does, because it looks cool. I enjoy Halo. Again, I don't have an Xbox, but Halo 1 and Halo 2 came out for PC, and I play them. And I gotta say, I love Halo 1 story. Halo 2, it was good, but Halo 1 story was fucking awesome. I like Halo 2 was good too, I guess, but to me, Halo 1 story was fucking awesome. And if they take that and do it, awesome too, then I hope they do make Destiny for the PC. And if you're watching this and you're one of the developers of Destiny, do it. I'll buy the game. All right, so you got one buyer, that's for sure. I know it's not a lot, but it's a start. G. So yeah, maybe it's possibly that we'll see Destiny for the PC. So sweet. Alright guys, just a quick news. The Witcher 3 will possibly not come out for the Xbox One. They will be out for PC and PS4, but maybe not the Xbox One. So yeah. Also, Forza 5. They also have a picture. I'll put it right here so you can see how the covers look for the Xbox One. Looks similar to PlayStation, I think, in my opinion. But yeah. Also, the Call of Duty Ghost will be out this year for PC, PS PS3, Xbox 360, as well as the next generation consoles. Alright guys, that's it. I talked too much. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you hit a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and see you guys next Friday for more video game news. Peace out. Take care.